Hey everyone, it's me Dennis. So I want to be recording something that I have actually been postponing, thinking that it's not going to be a good video. But then I actually looked through your submissions that you guys left on my Instagram after I asked you guys for some good updates you think would change Star Stable, and I was surprised. Hence why I decided to actually record a video. So as I said, I asked you guys over my Instagram for some responses, what updates you guys think would change Star Stable completely, and you guys came in with the good stuff, you know what I mean? So while training O3, hopefully maxing it today, I'll be going through these responses with you guys. So grab a snack, get your coffee or tea, and let's have a good time. Adjustable camera height, so we can lower it to the angle we used to have in 2015-2016. I remember when Star Stable updated the game, and for some reason they decided to change the camera angle view, and I remember how much I hated it, and how long it took me to actually get used to it. Now I cannot picture or imagine how the camera angle used to be like, but I do remember that I used to like it so much more. But yeah, I have to look up some old videos to see how the camera angle used to look like. It would be really cool if we could have the option, to turn it off or on, go back in time. Yeah, character update of course, and maybe giving the horses more personality. That would be really cool. You know how in Sims, when you create the sim, you can actually choose personality, and that's going to dictate how they're going to behave. I think it would be really cool if we had that for horses. Have a more stubborn horse, have a more docile and tamed horse, that would be really cool. If we buy a horse and max it, to be able to sell it later for more star coins than what we spent. No. That is just not a good financial move for Star Stable, and that is not how businesses work. And Star Stable would not do that because they would lose so much money. Characters, a dedicated quest team, racing, system for disciplines, and actual heart put into it. Yeah, the last one sounds good. Actual heart put into it. Yeah, the fact that we don't have a dedicated team for quests is beyond worrisome, because this whole game is about a story, and they don't have the people to continue the story. Well, they do, but it's not a team dedicated to do that, so yeah, that's kind of weird. Sounds stupid, but no cap on Jorvik shillings. I absolutely hate the 10k limit. It doesn't sound stupid at all. It's really annoying because sometimes I reach the limit and I'm like, I don't want to buy anything. And so I just keep on, maybe racing, and all the Jorvik shillings that I should be earning are just going to waste. Character update, also male and body types. Yeah, that would be cool, but again, not gonna happen. We're not gonna get males because I don't know. I missed the checkpoint. Whoops. Trading. The thing with trading, I made a video about it. It's all dedicated to, this topic of trading. I actually made some UI designs for it, so I'll show you guys on the screen right now. This is from my old video that I uploaded I think a year ago, so here you can see what I created. So I've been having this update on my mind for a very long time, for like at least 2 years, that I wanted Star Stable to implement in the game, but they never did. And so I was like, you know what, if Star Stable is not going to implement this update, then I'm going to change it, like I'm going to make it from scratch. It's obviously not going to be in the game because I'm not a creator or whatever, like I don't work for Star Stable, But I was like, as a concept update or concept fan art, how do you even call it, I will be making this, you know what I mean? So that's what I did. This update I had in my mind, and I still have in my mind, is about a trading system that we could have in the game, so that way we could trade and exchange horses, items, or even pets. I also wanted to see the way that we see each other in the game, the way that we can inspect each other, so I changed the profile thing. When you go to someone and you press on their character and then, you can inspect them and stuff, I changed that. I added a inspect button where you can see what tag they're using, what clothing they're using. You can also see their horse breed. You can also see what horse they're riding, and I think that's really cool. And then I also added a add friend button, which we already have, but this one looks a little bit more better in my opinion. And then a trading button, that's where all the magic stands, and then an ignore button where you can just ignore someone because you don't want them around, and that's totally fine. Alright, so here you can see in the video that we have a trade list, right? You can add items to your trade list and people can trade for your items, for your horses, for your pets, or clothing. And then you can choose up to 4 items you want to exchange for the English Thoroughbred, in this case, for the horse you want to trade for. And you can choose from your clothing, from your attack, you can choose from your horses too, and from your pets. Now, of course, if Star Stable were to implement this update, they would maybe allow you to trade more items for a single item, so I would trade like more than just 4 things for this English Thoroughbred. Then you choose the horse you want to trade for the other horse, and you press done. Nice. And then you wait for the other player to, accept or decline your trade. And they accept it. Now, this is the confirmation that we have, a confirmation thing. Are you sure you want to accept this trade? Then if you press yes, you got the juicy English Thoroughbred. And that's how this trading system would work. Now, with trading, there comes a risk that people would get scammed in the game. Like there would be like, let's say an older player coming up to a younger player and telling them like, hey, if you trade me your paint horse for my pet dog first, I will then trade you my 3 Frisian horses for your pet cat, right? And after the trade would be accepted and the older person would get the paint horse for their pet dog, they would just leave and run away and they would not do the other trade, so the other person would get scammed. Yeah, I've played Animal Jam a lot when I used to be younger, and because of the trading system, the game fell apart. Because everyone was so obsessed with, being rare, having items in the game, and everyone was just scamming and hacking, and it's like, no, it became a mess, the whole game. So again, the idea of it is really cool, but realistically speaking, it would probably turn this game into a chaos. Breeding. Star Stable's probably never gonna do that, because with breeding, you cannot put that much effort, well not effort, but like, can you imagine how many code variations you must design? Can you imagine how big the team must be and how much time and effort goes into that? I don't know, in my opinion, it's like really hard to do that. Like let's say with rival stars, all the horses are on the same model, so all that they did was just generated plenty of codes. But it was easier for them to do that because they didn't have to update and change the model horse. It was the same horse, just the codes are different. But with Star Stable is putting effort into every single new horse breed, into every animation and all that. So it would be hard to generate foals that would have their own model and look different. And I don't know. In my opinion, it would be a really cool update, but it would mean so much work from Star Stable's side, and I don't think they're capable. Well, not capable, that's the wrong word. I don't think they want to do that because they are capable of doing many things. New game engine. Yeah, that would be really cool. Star Stable's actually said that they're changing that. They're working on that, and that's pretty cool because that means we will finally have a lag-free game, probably. Getting star coins from champs, etc. Having monthly updates instead of weekly updates. I cannot stress this enough. I would be so content with like maybe an update once a month, but a consistent and a good update that Star Stables actually put heart into and effort into, rather than getting a weekly new race. Like, dude, I don't care about your new races. Yeah, it's making training faster if you do all the races in one day. But again, even the training system should be a bit changed because, in my opinion, training a horse takes forever. I mean, not necessarily forever, but because if you do all the races, then in like 3 days you have a max horse. However, to do all the races, it's so time consuming, and this is what I mean. The training takes forever, as in hours, not days. Because if you spend like 4 hours or 3 hours per day to do all the races, then in 3 days your horse is maxed. But who wants to spend 4 hours or 3 hours per day to train their horses? I personally don't. Maybe people do, but I don't have the time to do that. Making a dressage system and dressage races. Even low-cost horse games have that. Yeah, I still do not understand why there's no dressage in this game. Because this game is almost 11 years old. And we don't have dressage. I'm confused. The freaking rider, yeah. Our stinky little rats, which are the characters we ride. I mean, not ride, what? Which are our characters. They look a bit demolished, to say the least. Focus on big updates, game mechanics, quests, etc. rather than on small things weekly. Yeah, again, I cannot stress that enough. We don't need weekly updates, we need consistent updates that would, maybe come in the game once a month, I don't know. Blankets, an arena to check the horse gates, falling off or spooked animation. That's a good one. CC Creation actually made a video, and they applied the Sims 3 pets, I think, horses animations onto the Star Stable horse models, and I will show you guys how they turned out. They're really cool. So I would love to have that into the game. However, can you imagine how annoying it would be if we did have like horses with personalities, and they would be more stubborn, for example, and if they would like throw you off all the time. At one point it would get annoying, but yeah, it would be still pretty cool. A naughty horse button. This is funny. I think it would make the game funny if you could hit a button and they start balking or rearing, and maybe another button for getting thrown off. Again, we just discussed about this. That would be really sick. I only hope their teams can get better communication between each other, and that Star Stable keeps the promises they make. Yeah, that would be a really good one. Really good change. Deleting the game. You guys are savage. This is not the first response that says this. Be able to lend horses to one another. That would be really cool. Giving your friends the ability to rent out one of your horses and help train horses. That would be really awesome, actually. And maybe if we could like reward our friends somehow, like give them like Yervik shillings or star coins for helping us out. That would also be cool. Generation 3 horses. Who's gonna tell them? Maybe they meant like more Generation 3 horses in the game. Updated Libizoners, horse sales, and accusations. What the heck? What did I just say? That was not English. Was that French? I used a French accent. What did I say? Hey Siri, what does accusations mean? I'm so confused. Listening to us. That would be nice. Weather for sure. Yeah, I would love to have thunderstorms in this game. I love thunderstorms. When they release updated models of old horses, they replace the ones already owned. I would hate that, to be honest. Yeah, so those are the main responses you guys left. Well, not the main ones, but I tried picking the ones that were like not the most common ones, because I did want to have some new ideas and show you guys, you know, some original ideas, because most of them are just, you know, updated characters and then more star coins, whatever. Everyone wants free star coins. It's like, okay, we get it. And then updated racing system, people want that too. But yeah, I tried picking also some original ones. Thank you all so much for all your responses. If you guys want to follow me on my Instagram, then please do. It's @DeniseWhitestorm. I'm very active there. And let me know down below in the comments which update you would like Star Stable to implement from the ones that I read, or maybe from, you know, maybe a different one that I haven't read. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.